Okay, hello. Today, I had talked to y'all, I think it was sometime last week, sometime this past week, that I had an event to go to today. So today I decided that I want to talk to y'all about. I made a quick little video a couple of days ago about a video I saw here on TikTok. And what the video was about was it was a couple, and the girlfriend had brought some of her friends to dinner with her and her guy. Okay, so right across from them was a table, and it was a table of women. And the women was thick women. They was what people call fat. Okay, but I didn't think they was fat. I thought they was just thick. You know what I'm saying? Because by me being 6'1" and 330 pounds, yeah, I said it again, and some people was leaving comments, not even leaving comments, calling my phone and saying stuff like I shouldn't say that I was, I was called ugly or I was fat. You know what I'm saying? Both are true. Yes, they are. Because I'm the type of person that I get up here and I tell y'all the truth. And the truth is that these things really happened. So, nevertheless, it didn't break me, of course. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I still got some issues I need to work on, but it is what it is at this point. But anyway, during their dinner, one of the girlfriend noticed the girls across the way only because her boyfriend, this guy over here, was kept looking. She kept catching him kind of glancing at the girl farthest from the table. She was sitting like in the middle of the table. And when she was sitting in the middle of the table, I don't know why my screen did that, but because she was sitting in the middle of the table, every now and again, the girlfriend would catch him looking at her. So the conversation switched from whatever it was that they were talking about to focusing and being body shaming these girls that were sitting at the other table. Now, granted, we all have been guilty of it. We have. We all been guilty of body shaming. Whether we want to admit it or not, we have been guilty of doing it. But now that it's so not normalized to do things like say stuff about people's sexuality and all this other stuff, well, because you would get either canceled or you get canceled, the baby. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, nevertheless, this is what these girls was doing. Now, because I'm doing my makeup on here, I'm going to be telling y'all exactly what I'm doing. And then I think I'm going to show y'all the outfit I'm going to wear too, but when we cross that mountain, we will. Now, on my brows, I didn't use the stepper that I bought. I bought these Maybelline Expert Eyes, one in auburn and one in black, but these are my favorite go-tos. Now, what I'm getting ready to do now is I'm getting ready to use this brow gel to lock my brows in, and we'll be right back. Now, what I did was I used this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel to gel my eyebrows so they don't move and they don't be all over my face by the time I finish drinking at the motorcycle club tonight, because that's where the hell I'm headed. Okay? So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Smashbox primer water right here, and I'm going to spray my face down. And I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, okay? I'm doing this because I'm getting ready to do my eyeshadow. Oh, and I want that primer on there. So, okay, so throughout the dinner, she kept making like reference to this girl being fat. This girl, she shouldn't be eating that. That's wrong. Look, they got an appetizer and they got a big meal and all this, that, and the third. Now, I was watching the video. I'm looking at her like, girl, what? You know what I'm saying? And then I had to keep watching it because it just was like amazing to me that he didn't say anything. But when he got ready to say anything, when he got ready to say something to her, it was like in reference to stop. Not why she should stop, but just to stop. So when I posted that video, I didn't think it was going to do like what it did, but it did what it did. It gave what it was supposed to have. It gave. And so I just felt like, okay, why not touch on this subject? Because everybody's been body shamed. Either you was body shamed, you was too tall, too fat, too short, you was had bumps on your face, you had acne, something. Somebody has been shamed of something. You see what I'm saying? But me, on the other hand, not only did I get shamed because people said that I was ugly, I got shamed for other reasons, like being the tallest person in my class, or my boobs was bigger than everybody else's, or my hips came out faster than somebody else's. It didn't make a difference what situation I was in or how old I was getting shamed for a whole lot of things. Now, I can specifically remember in the fourth grade, we was going between classes and I think we was going to lunch. Back then you had to stand in a whole line and follow the teacher to wherever she was going. And she was 9 times 10 hollering, don't move, don't you touch her, da da. So I can remember me talking to a girl named Cheryl. I can't remember what Cheryl's last name was, but me and Cheryl was really close. And we was little. And some bigger kids came running up the hallway. And when they came running up the hallway, the one big kid, he bumped into me. I fell forward and I broke these two teeth. This one was broke like crooked like this, and this was broke in half. Now, keep in mind back then, the school would call the parents and would tell the parents like what was going on. You had to come and get them because it was traumatized. Imagine when they called my mom, what happened. As you can see, my eyeshadow is done, and so are my lashes. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so the eyeshadow primer that I used, I told y'all about the Juvia's Place. We're not going to talk about that, but whatever. Okay, I also used this Kat Von D, not KVD, the Kat Von D Shade Light Palette. And that's what I did this eyeshadow with. I just didn't go all out with the eyeshadow. I just wanted the eyeshadow to match the outfit that I had on. Okay, so, anywho, fast forward. Mary King got my teeth fixed because school paid for it because if they didn't, they was going to end up on the news. Messing around with her behind. But at the end of the day, I didn't just get shamed for my teeth getting broke or me being fat or me being tall. I started to shame other people. And that's what the bad part about body shaming or talking about somebody or making somebody feel some type of way. You become the aggressor because you want the attention off of you, so you put it on somebody else. Now, I can remember that I had a friend and she was Caucasian, but she had headlights. And she told me not to tell anybody, but because people had teased me for so long and stuff like this, I wanted them to get off of me. And by me being a little kid, I decided to tell the whole class that she had headlights. To the point where she stopped being my friend because I told them that. And just for that, just like one little piece of normalcy in my life, I sold my friend out, and I will never forget that I did this. But nevertheless, that's what I did. So, after I used that Shade Light palette, why did I keep doing that? After I used that Shade Light palette, I went to the Dollar Tree today, and I found these eyelashes. And these are the eyelashes that I used. And I got them from Dollar Tree, so I bought them all 7 pair. I bought them all, so don't go to Dollar Tree because I already took them. Okay, so even after that, I think that I was mainly trying to get the kids off of me and stop them from teasing me. So I put it on her because I thought that it was going to make my road just a little bit easier. But what it did was it made me feel bad because I did that to somebody that I called a friend. So I never did it again. Either way, this is a black and mild before they start tripping. Either way, when people talk about other people and they make them feel some type of way, people like me go out my way or go out their way to try to correct it. No, everybody don't have money for this, that, and the other or expensive stuff because God knows Mary King raised us humble. We got some of our clothes from the Goodwill. It was secondhand. Somebody gave it to us or we bought it. However, we had to get it where we live. But at the end of the day, I don't ever want somebody else to feel like that because I was the cause of that, so I stopped my behavior. Okay, so what I did was I used this Milk Hydro Grip primer on top of that first primer that I used when I first started doing my makeup. But anywho, I don't care. Okay, so when I started like still listening but paying attention more to Monica, when I started listening and paying attention to Monica, I started fixing on my own without any money, without any help, without anything. I started fixing stuff. Even after I got grown and I was mature, even when I had my son, I still was getting talked about because I wasn't a perfect person. Still am not. Still working on me. But at the end of the day, people were still talking about me. Whether or not it was with the narcissist, when I specifically heard him call me ugly. This is a man that was actually sleeping with me. This was a man that was living in my house. This was a man that I thought I loved. And for me to hear him say, oh, she ugly, I think that right there took the cake. Now, also what I did was I used this concealer, which this concealer is from Juvia's Place, and it's the number 12. And I used that to conceal my face, and then I patted it out with a beauty sponge. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm getting ready to do my foundation. Now, my foundation is the one that I showed y'all about a month ago that I got from Image or something like this. It's a custom made foundation. So this is the first time I'm gonna use it, so I'm gonna use it on here. When I heard him say that I was ugly, I think it hurt me more that he was the one that said it, but I started taking care of myself. Meaning I started like buying me some clothes, sneaking them in the house and stuff like this. Because it's something to hear a stranger call you ugly or call you fat, but it's a whole nother motherfucking thing to hear a person that you know call you ugly or fat. I mean, just think about how I felt when I heard him say this. Now, granted, I really didn't give a damn about how other people thought, but to hear somebody that actually was with me, actually knew me, actually knew my insecurities, actually knew what hurt my feelings. Because when you're in a relationship with somebody, whether or not it's intentional or whatever the case, you share intimate moments with the person that you're with. So by me telling him this, look at that foundation. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. By me hearing him say this, that means I had to get my shit together. That means I got to stop focusing on him and start focusing on me. So that's just what I finally finished the face, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so to finish the face, I used my Derma blend, and I set my concealer with that Derma blend, Foncé Deep. And then I did a little bit of contouring with my Juvia's Place, which I'm going to do some more because I like to be contour girl. But anywho, and I finished the lip off. This is a Milani lip. But I think I wanted to make this video because people are so busy pointing the finger at other people. They don't know what kind of damages they do when they do things like that. So I think that I wanted to come on here and do my makeup and get ready to get really drunk later on with the bikers. I'm going to show y'all that too. Look at that makeup. But also that watch how you say stuff and watch what you say. Because secretly you could be turning somebody into a person like me, who always have to have something. I have makeup addictions. I have hair addictions. I have purses and stuff like this. And that's only because I grew up poor. That was only because I was taunted and teased when I was younger. That's only because somebody had to call me fat somewhere, or ugly, or poor, or somewhere. So at the end of the day, I think people need to watch what they say to other people, because they could turn out to be somebody that's totally magnificent. Not saying that I turned out totally magnificent, but baby, I'm a little cute now. So I thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Of course, I'm going to take pictures and stuff like this, because I got to get my clothes on so I can show y'all. So I just thank y'all for watching, and I appreciate y'all being and sticking it out with me, because I'm not perfect. No, nor do I ever try to be, but I'm honest. And I think my honesty sometimes bothers people when I talk about my insecurities. If you can't talk about your insecurities and get them all out, then that means you're harboring feelings that you haven't gotten repaired. So just like I said, like this video and share it, or whatever the case may be. And I see y'all after I have my same cup of jack and I get my clothes on. So I need to see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, this is the final look. And I think I got it this time, but we gonna see. So thank you for watching.
Hey, Daddy, when you gonna stop playing? Bad bitch, I could be a fantasy. I could tell you got big D energy.